Is up, YouTube? This is Wi-Fi Memory here today, bringing you guys some more Pokemon analysis videos. Today we are looking at probably your starting bird Pokemon in Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, and that will be Staraptor. Now, Staraptor started out in the OU tier, but it quickly fell down to the UU tier in Generation 3, where it actually went off. It was a very strong staple there for a little bit. It eventually got banned in UU and went to BL, which is the tier that's in between OU and UU, and that's where Staraptor stayed. So it did have some niches in OU, but it did get outclassed by a lot of things in OU. So you don't see too many Staraptor content because it's just not. It was good, but it was banned in the tier that it was very good at. And then if you put him in OU, it gets beat pretty hard. Staraptor did have a few VGC appearances, most notably for just offensive, very strong flying type option that you could run. It does have the ability Reckless. For the ones that don't know, it's basically adding a life orb to your Staraptor basically for free. This Pokemon's attack with recoil or crash damage has a 1.2 power boost. Life orb is 1.3 obviously, but that's pretty much the same thing as a life orb. This does not count for struggle. So you put this thing on your team and he's going to be hitting really hard. Because his main attack would be Brave Bird. So you basically, a lot of things are two-shotted by this. So those steel types are still getting about two-shot. Plus, you don't want to send a steel type in on Staraptor because he most notably is known for having a close combat on Staraptor. Staraptor, most of the time, most sets run Brave Bird in close combat. From there, they can kind of mix things up a little bit. I do have 4 sets here. Staraptor is pretty much a straightforward Pokemon. We can get into them if you guys want to. First set will be a Choice Band Staraptor set. I like Reckless. His other ability is Intimidate. If you want to use Intimidate over Reckless, you're more than welcome to on this set, and that's the case with all 4 of these sets. You can pretty much change the ability to whatever you feel comfortable with, because there's not a right or wrong with this, because Intimidate's broken. Reckless, you're hitting super hard, so that's very broken as well. So it just depends on what you really want to do with Staraptor. Staraptor does have the base stats of 85 HP, 120 on its attack, 70 on defense, 50 on that special attack. You ain't using it for special attack, so that's fine. That's super low. 60 on special defense, and 100 in speed. That 100 in speed is very notable because there's a lot of Pokemon that kind of sit in that 100 speed range that can honestly, that has been known to abuse that in OU. And there's a lot of Pokemon that are sitting really, really below it. From my little bit of studies too, you're not really going to want to run Trick Room in singles action. I have not been successfully. I ain't been able to fully successfully run Trick Room in singles. I don't have the most experience in that. In VGC, you can pretty much get it off if you need to, but for singles, that 100 speed's gonna be really nice. Just saying. Let's go ahead and look at the moveset. The moveset is going to be the same for this Choice Band set and my next set, which will be a Choice Scarf set. I will be talking about that too. But you're going to be rocking out with Brave Bird, Return, Close Combat, and U-Turn. Brave Bird's for damage. You can interchange Return for Double Edge. If you really want the big damage, you can actually run Double Edge. I think Return gives you a base of 1. If I can find it right here. It may not give me the description for it though. No, it says illegal, but I believe its base is like 102 or something. So if you want more damage, plus it would work with your reckless ability, run that double edge, and that will give you a lot more damage on your choice band set. Close combat's here mostly for coverage, but this is kind of like Staraptor's gimmick anyway. You know, it's known to have close combat. And U-turns for pivoting and keeping momentum on your side. Alright, next Staraptor, like I said, this is the exact same. But this is a speed Staraptor. This one's probably going to be your Staraptor that most likely can get this U-turn off more efficiently. This set, I would... If you're running the Choice Scarf with the Intimidate, I would highly recommend Return if it's in the game. Granted, it has to be in the game. But if Return does make it come back into Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl, I prefer Return. If it don't, put Double Edge on it and try and get this Reckless ability, and you should be pretty fine. You should be fine. This thing's going to be able to outspeed a lot of things. Your base 100 speed. The Smogon recommended 200 speed. I don't necessarily know what that outspeeds or nothing if your Choice Scarf, but I'm assuming it probably outspeeds some relatively fast Pokemon. I'm sure. That's not expecting Staraptor to be able to outspeed them. Maybe like a Chlorophyll Venusaur or something. I don't know. I really don't know. Don't really look at the EV spreads is what I'm saying right now. Next Staraptor. This one's a little different. This is a Life Orb Staraptor that has Roost. This Staraptor is going to be nice so that you do your damage, but then right before you're about to faint or something, Roost off. You know, if you get about the halfway point and you find an easy spot to Roost, you'll be able to get that off and you're good to go again. Pretty much, this is just a free attack Staraptor. See how much you can dent your opponent's team before he goes down. And if you can maybe potentially get a sweep in mid-game to late game with this Staraptor. The fourth and final set is actually the one I'm most interested in. And this is the one I'm maybe trying to run as soon as the game comes out. And I'm conflicted myself if I want Intimidate or Reckless. But this Staraptor has a Shark Beak. So what this item does, gives me a 1.2 boost to my flying attacks. Well, if I combine that with Reckless, that'd be another 1.2 boost. I have my Brave Bird right there. Dude, that would be so much damage. That would be basically what you want Staraptor for, is to hit your opponent really hard. Intimidate is super nice too, though, because lowering your opponent's attack stat, being able to survive an attack, which I guess Staraptor is not necessarily going to be your bulky guy, but just the support of him on your team to make it to where your other Pokemon can take a physical attack or something. You know, something I'll always look at when I'm team building. You know, how does this synergize with my other teammates? You know, so something I have to think about a little bit more. But Substitute Roost. This is a sub Roost set. Basically, the idea is try and get that Substitute up on your opponent if they're trying to do a setup attack, or if they're trying to set up Stealth Rocks at the beginning of the game or something, you know, that's fine too. Substitute. And then start going off with your Brave Birds in close combat. You should be able to do plenty of damage to stuff. Survive, you know, you got the Roost to keep you going, and overall I think this is a really good set. I think this Staraptor kind of does what it needs to do. For the VGC, this would probably be roughly what I would do, run, but I would probably put Protect on there over Substitute for VGC. And you might very well see that. You might very well see this at the very beginning of VGC of Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl. Anyway, guys, if you found this video useful, leave a like, comment down below. What Pokemon do you want to see next? Let me know in the comments down below. This is Wi-Fi Merriman. signing out. Peace.